Most of you probably know that in 2023, Rockstar Games acquired CFX-RE, the team behind FiveM and RedM, and at first glance, the deal seemed smooth, but according to a GTA Focal article, things were far from perfect behind the scenes. In fact, the whole situation turned into a nightmare, leaving the future of these platforms hanging in the balance. But let's rewind and start from the beginning. The origins of FiveM were anything but easy. Back in 2015, Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar Games' parent company, tried to shut down the mod by sending private investigators to the home of its founder, known as NTA. And let's be real here, it's not hard to see why. FiveM is arguably better than GTA Online. I know that's a bold statement, but it's not just my opinion. It's shared by millions who'd rather jump into a role-play server than deal with the endless griefers in GTA's official multiplayer.
What the f is this guy doing?
What the f looking at? Don't run away from me!
But we'll get back to why it's better a bit later. This is how NTA described the incident. So I just got a pair of PIs at my door claiming to be sent by Take-Two, handing me a phone with a person somewhere in the UK or US or whatever to discuss how to cease my activities with regard to Grand Theft Auto, that they know what happened before with Activision and want to not get the lawyers involved at this time. However, they have tested their legal standing already and are quite certain of their point and aren't willing to accept any solution other than ceasing my activities. They also couldn't disclose any conversations they're having with other modification developers, didn't want to talk about general modification policy, as it was just about my case, and admitted they looked through my source code. The same thing happened with GTA MP, because from Take-Two's point of view, that platform is a rival to their business, and back then I was almost certain that it was the end of such mods. But to everyone's surprise, FiveM somehow continued to thrive and develop over the following years. I suspect that even before the official merger of CFX-RE with Rockstar, there were some agreements between them, agreements that, considering Rockstar's hideous nature, were not made public. Because already in 2022, Rockstar had set rules for FiveM and RedM RP servers, demanding the removal of NFTs and loot boxes, as well as no permission to offer new missions, maps, or stories in their servers. According to sources close to the developers at CFX-RE, serious talks with Rockstar and Take-Two about selling the company began in late 2022. Now, what's truly concerning is that the company's founder wasn't involved in the acquisition negotiations from the start. In fact, she only became aware of the deal when negotiations were already heading towards the actual sale of the company. What's even more surprising is that she didn't oppose the deal. Reportedly, this was because NTA was exhausted from managing the company, dealing with both personal and work-related challenges within the team. She likely saw Rockstar as a potential provider of the structure and leadership that the company desperately needed. The acquisition was finally completed on August 9, 2023, after extensive talks with many Rockstar employees. It was sold for around $20 million, which might seem like a lot of money, but considering that CFX-RE was easily generating $1.5 million a month, it feels like Rockstar lowballed them a bit. But those were some turbulent times, not only for the whole team, but also the owner herself. They needed more stability in management, and Rockstar promised to offer that. So it was a win-win situation for both. At least that's how it looked at the time. After the acquisition, the new team members were very excited to join Rockstar Studios, which for many felt like a dream come true. But that dream quickly spiraled into a nightmare. Just 6 months after the acquisition, NTA, the creator of FiveM, was fired from Rockstar, reportedly due to erratic and hostile behavior towards other employees. Her emotional and mental state allegedly led to the temporary shutdown of FiveM, damaging Rockstar's credibility, which apparently they take very seriously. This not only resulted in NTA getting fired, but also in the acquisition payment being halved, as she was found to have violated the contract terms. But it wasn't just NTA who was affected by all this. She was just one of many original FiveM team members who were let go by Rockstar. As one CFX-RE employee put it, "We were basically treated like shit since the beginning, and in the end, they got rid of all of us by putting us in an extremely toxic environment where we had to suffer from major mismanagement, lies on a regular basis, lack of any communication, and lack of internal transparency." And honestly, that doesn't come as a surprise. Rockstar has a history of putting its employees through extreme duress. Over the years, there have been many reports of the company's brutal working conditions, where employees have been pushed to work odd hours, enduring intense crunch periods, with little regard for their well-being. This issue just echoes the same problems faced by many Rockstar's employees in the past. One of FiveM developers also revealed that before the acquisition, Rockstar was reportedly working on its own project designed to outdo and ultimately kill FiveM. This project project supposedly began development back in 2021, but was shut down 2 years later, just before the acquisition. I think that's because Rockstar realized it might be more strategic to buy out their competition rather than face off against them with a brand new project. Interestingly, that shelved project has since been revived and is reportedly back in development. From what I've gathered, it's being designed to replace FiveM by offering players the same, if not greater, freedom to create and enjoy user-generated content within GTA Online. And yes, this includes roleplay elements, which have been a significant part of FiveM's appeal. Rockstar has already begun to tease this direction for a while now. The latest DLC, released back in July, introduced pizza delivery jobs, where players can take on these odd jobs from 3 Pizza This locations across the city. This seemingly small addition kinda hints at Rockstar gradually introducing more mundane, roleplay-driven activities into GTA Online. What's even more exciting is the possibility that Rockstar might introduce a public version of the mission creator for GTA Online, which will allow players to create and share their own content with the rest of the community. This news actually came from Tez2, a prominent Rockstar data miner, who discovered a new script within the Bottom Dollar Bounties update. Although the script itself was empty, sources believe it's likely tied to Rockstar's new modding project known as Rome, or Rockstar Online Modding Engine, which is expected to be integrated into Online by the end of 2024, which sounds unreal. While this hasn't been officially confirmed by Rockstar, it does make a lot of sense. At some point, Rockstar will need to shift its full focus from GTA Online to the development of GTA 6, if they haven't already. When that happens, updates to GTA Online are likely to slow down. Many players and critics already feel that Online has run its course, so giving players the ability to create their own content could serve multiple purposes for the company. It not only buys Rockstar more time to focus on their next big project, like GTA 6, but it also provides players with new incentives to stick around longer. By enabling players to create their own missions and content, the studio can sit back while the community keeps itself busy with new ideas and creations, taking the load off of Rockstar's hand. Adding on that excitement, the same article from GTA Focal also mentioned that FiveM might also make its way to console. This has created a lot of buzz in the GTA community, and for good reason. Console players have been waiting for FiveM-like experiences for years now, hoping to enjoy the same level of customization and roleplay that PC players have access to. However, those familiar with how FiveM operates know it's not as simple as just porting the platform to consoles. Sure, we might see something similar to FiveM on consoles, but probably not FiveM itself. This rumor was later addressed by a community moderator at CFXRE, who urged players not to believe any news about FiveM on console, unless it comes directly from an official source. So far, neither Rockstar nor any official from CFXRE has confirmed anything about this, which seems to dampen hopes of seeing FiveM on consoles anytime soon. That said, this doesn't entirely rule out the possibility of a similar project being developed for consoles in the future. With Rockstar's focus seemingly shifting towards more user-generated content and roleplay features, it wouldn't be surprising to see the studio explore ways to bring these experiences to console players in some way. After the article went viral, many people started reaching out to NTA for her thoughts on its authenticity, and her response was clear. She had nothing to do with it. She tweeted that it was barely proofread, and that much of what was said about her was simply glued together from an old tweet thread and forum posts. This kind of reaction suggests that the article might have exaggerated or misrepresented her situation. In another tweet, NTA also expressed her lingering regret about the Rockstar deal, saying, "Even a year later, the worst decision of my life still comes to haunt me in unexpected ways." It's hard not to read this as a reference to her decision to agree to the acquisition by Rockstar, a deal that, in hindsight, seems to have brought more trouble than benefit to her and her team. Now, one thing is pretty obvious from this whole incident. There's no clear vision for FiveM in the long run, and it's been like that for a while now. The CFXRE team has struggled with poor management long before Rockstar took over. It was actually one of the reasons why they agreed to give Rockstar the control, so they would have strong leadership and financial support. However, that hasn't exactly been the case under Rockstar's leadership either. One employee described the project as directionless, and that nobody has any idea where it's going next. Despite this, the FiveM community seems to be growing massively. Just a few months ago, FiveM set a new record by surpassing 300,000 concurrent players, breaking its previous record. This impressive milestone shows just how much the community loves that platform. And why wouldn't they? FiveM has long been the go-to choice for many players wanting to play GTA Online without GTA Online. The platform's RP servers have built a massive player base and dedicated fan community over the years, and there are many reasons for that. For starters, that platform offers a more paced gameplay experience because, unlike the often chaotic free-for-all of GTA Online, FiveM's RP servers have well-defined rules that help keep griefers at bay, resulting in a more grounded and enjoyable experience within the GTA universe. Some players do find it restricted and red-taped, but once you are in it, you feel super engaged. Plus, FiveM is all about community-created content, which means there's always something new to look forward to. New missions, stories, and customizations that keep things fresh. And if roleplay isn't your thing, there are plenty of other servers offering a more chaotic gameplay style. FiveM has something for everyone, and that's why it's so beloved by the community. Now, looking at all this, I think the article might have exaggerated some details a little. Of course, I'm not an inside guy, but what's clear from all this is that the future of FiveM looks uncertain, and NTA seems to be regretting her decision to sell the platform to Rockstar. The whole situation just shows a project struggling to find its direction, despite Rockstar's involvement. On the flip side, Rockstar's commitment to developing a FiveM-like modding tool for GTA Online shows that they're serious about expanding user-generated content within their ecosystem. If GTA Focal's report is accurate, we could see this new modding tool as early as later this year, but only time will tell. What does this mean for FiveM and its community? Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments down below.